All right. So we had judgment, the benefactor, Patreon beneficiary. Hold on one second. Oh, dang, I think she took my phone. Beneficiary. Well, let's see if it's in this one. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But we got death here. Some sneaky people planning something about a death. And we have other. And then we have the miser here. This could be a miser. Somebody could be a miser. Like, these could be people that think that they know you by looking at you and trying to judge you or something like this. But somebody is wealth and this is their inheritance because this man down, whatever reason why this man is down, this is the woman that's supposed to get something. But with the 5 of Cups, no, the 6 of Cups here, somebody is the beneficiary, but they didn't get something. Somebody blocked this person. Maybe from getting messages, or maybe you don't even know that this person died. Like, you know what I mean by you don't know. Because whatever this stuff is, that's how I know that it's fake, is because nothing is being solid. Like, what do you do if these people was being slick and disconnected somebody's communication? Somebody wants you to be on the same page as these demons that was able to get on the server that's not supposed to be there, taking up space. And they want you to feel bad because you want you to feel like you don't know what's going on or something like this, or whoever this is, so that these demons can continue to have some type of power or authority. Hold on. It's almost two. Maybe somebody wants you to speak on something that sounds strange or sound weird, because whatever this is, I already be pushing the envelope. But this could be some people also trying to prove with this beneficiary, they're trying to prove that you're mentally ill or something. So if I come out the wall and talk like a Christ would be talking, this would have happened. This could be also why Jesus was jailed and all that other stuff, because they was like, what you mean? Why you saying that? If you keep on talking like that, then we're gonna have to go ahead and look at this about the law of Moses. You're gonna be talking this crazy stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Somebody could come on my channel and be feeling that way. Like, if you keep talking about this, and then he's like, I am the law of Moses. So it could be something like this. Okay. Um, somebody want me to say something off the wall, because the stuff that I want to say out loud, ain't nobody else talking about doing shit like that online. But again, we are thinking about the Most High, and these people are trying to block a pathway. All right. They could be hiding something about these forefathers or these grandfathers here that are off the clock right now, but they're trying to be the most high. Like all these men are trying to be reincarnated that didn't do this person well. This woman is out here alone, had to fend for herself. None of these men fought for this person from what she can see. If it is something, they was doing something behind the scenes. We got the blue house in reverse, the community in reverse. Somebody was representing a relationship with somebody's spouse. It's like your family kidnapped your spouse and made it them with somebody, like paired them with somebody else that they like better. Because the real thing is that they can't face God. Or they can't face whoever this is that they stole your whole life from. Just and there's other people that don't even have a say so that are here talking too. It's just all makes no sense. But whatever they're doing is not going to be victorious, because the things that I want to say and that I have to say to whoever these people is, this ain't even nothing that would be on the radar. They want to treat me like a tarot reader because I use cards, but at the same time, there's no tarot readers that's talking about this shit like I'm talking about it. And I'm not saying that there's nobody that's better than me. I'm, at whatever they're doing. We know the people that's coming to my channel, why you keep it small and you keep the people that's connected to the storyline watching without saying nothing, no likes, no shares, you know. You get what I'm saying? And I don't have to talk to none of these people. And like I said, if the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. What do you know about the Lord's battle to sit there and say how the Lord will be dealing with the battle? It ain't even yours. It ain't even yours, so you don't even know. Now, if somebody created a firmament to keep me blocked off from a higher power, because we did see that the smoke signals to heaven or something are in reverse. Whatever, my smoke signals could be my channel. But something is going down under the ground or in the underworld instead of going up to the heavens. But we do see this official person is over here with the person that was with somebody that was loyal at some point in time, but this person is not loyal anymore. And I feel like the official person is connected to being the well, but this could be like, if this is your male and another female that they was holding in high regard behind your back, these people was making moves or whatever. These people are not the well. They could be trying to say that you're not or I'm not either, but I just feel like because these people were betraying someone. It's just what it is. And again, at this time, somebody may not be the well. Somebody might not be the fountain right now. I could have been the fountain, and that part of me could have been active from 1990 to 2010. And it's not active anymore. So people are trying to get that nourishment now. You wasn't even, or trying to claim that you're the well now. It ain't even no well right now. The well is on break. It's getting regenerated. The well, you had to be a part of getting a part of the well back then. You know what I'm saying? And so people are like, oh, well, I'm competing with, because they think that it's just about contact or sex or kissing or touching or something like this. This was something else. You cannot catch up to what was already done. Just like I said, a fountain, the way they expand themselves out to people, that would be blaspheming something holy or something God created and sent in to heal these people, to call it nasty or a hoe or you do this or you do that or something like that. It's like nobody's even thinking about these people. But I'm pretty sure they all huddled up trying to figure out, ooh, did you hear what she said on that channel? Who got the address or whatever? Or let's go take the spaceships and do this or whatever it is. It's like, stop listening. Goodness gracious. Something about smashes and attacks. I told y'all my nose feel weird today. The heiress lady in a tramp. This could be also when it says that then the two of them were able to be together and they were not ashamed. This could be two people that they calling, like, these could be two town beauties or something. They could be calling these people whores. They could call these people something. And these two people could be made for each other or something like this. And, if people are trying to like oust these people or say that they're a dog or for the streets or something, and I don't know, maybe these people, They only understand each other because of what they were being used for by God, man, their parents, whatever this is. Um, Somebody might say you're being prideful or cocky or something, but it's just like, hey, a lot of this stuff I'm realizing that it ain't no, I wasn't the one. It's not my fault. Nobody's gonna sit here and spend their time saying that, but it just kind of like is what it is. And somebody wants you to be humble about something, but um, mm, what if somebody said, "I was given this world, I didn't make it," or something like this? Okay. Mm. Oh, we were supposed to be looking up this word, the beneficiary. Because this would be like about inheritance and make it like these people thought that they was running something or they had been trying to run something for a long time, but you're not even the official. So if somebody saying, well, you don't even have the skills or something, well, you don't even have the DNA running through your veins to be having that position. You know, you didn't even, you're not the one that inherited it. Beneficiary. Beneficial, one who benefits from an act of another. Damn, who was it? Ah, the Three of Pentacles. I can't remember what it was. Maybe y'all can remember. But remember I said, okay, this is the beneficiary over here, but somebody is the inheritor over here. I can't remember what was just sitting over here on this side. I think I'm moving too fast. And I done put all the cards away. So um let's see. Mm, I just seen Orlando on the screen. That could be Florida, or this could be somebody's name or something here. It's real funny because the McDonald's that I normally go to, I seen one day this boy was there. He looked Filipino and black. And I used to talk to this Filipino and black boy for just a little bit at school. Okay. He was a little cutie. And I used to talk to him or whatever. And oh, we could have made out. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But anyways, okay. Um, but when I was there or whatever, I'm like, oh my goodness, just look like that boy or whatever from school. He kind of looked like, Tiger Woods, but younger. He's smaller in frame. And then the next day when I went there, I was like, oh, that's a cute little boy or whatever. Because sometimes I be playing with my daughter in the back seat, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it was a cute little boy at the little drive-through. Okay, so then we went through the other day, but the boy that was in the boy that was in the window, she was like, "Oh, that boy or whatever," and I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, he cute. He kind of small or whatever, whatever, but he kind of cute or whatever." But I was thinking in my head, he looked like a boy that my daughter used to date, my one of my twins back in Kenosha County. And she used to go out with that boy. That was one of her like first little boyfriends or whatever. Um, but I don't understand. That's why I say it's almost like somebody took a child and put it in the seat of the mother, and then they're leaving the mother to be getting acquainted with little boys that still look even still young, like they could be forever youngers. For me to notice or something like this, and that's just outrageous to me. Which again makes me wonder what really happened back then around that time, because I look at people, music, movies, premieres and stuff like this as time stamps. That's the way I kind of look at it now. Things that happen, murder cases that seem like they show up in the readings and stuff. I look at these as markers. So could have been something, could have happened around the time when I see people that resemble people, things like this. Something could have happened. Something could be trying to tell me about what could have happened back then when the daughter was dating that boy. Okay, to know the truth or know something. But again, for a masculine energy or something like this, these people must be disconnected from God or demons or something, because for a man to go to a reader to seek them out and penetrate their energy and release their deepest thoughts about the wife or the mother or the queen or something to these other people, and try to have the queen speak with these other people or listen to these other peoples to get the message out. We're not talking about just random other guys or whatever. We're talking about people that calling themselves having something to do with heaven. That would be giving them graven images. If these are masculine, maybe it's the only way, but that, or like I said, they're already in the dark. Because what I'm looking at like this, with people like Mommy Watson and them that get it deep into those messages like that, I'm not saying it's not accurate. What I'm saying is those are graven images. If those are the men that are supposed to be the priesthoods that's connected to the Christ or Jesus or something like this, that would be a Judas move. Because at one point in time, something must have shifted or changed, or this person has a piece of my mind. Do you understand? Because at one point in time, these same, I know that the messages are familiar, because these masculines are the same ones that was putting messages through my energy, until the day that I seen that cat jump on that table, when I was asking, where is this masculine? I don't pick up this energy on my daughter's cat no more. And I told y'all the cat jumped on her table and looked dead at the screen. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? Is that you? So do you see what I'm saying? You, from that day, okay, there's something about a teacup too. I think I was listening to one of her videos and somebody was like stirring up some tea or something. You could hear the clanking on the spoon. I pay attention to details. I'm not just listening to what nobody say. I'm paying attention to every fucking thing that go on. And I just remember, like, I could see him. It's like somebody seeing somebody's ghost walking around somebody's house or something like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm not just making no shit up. And as time has gone by, these gifts, the same thing, I would notice that a superpower, now that I'm looking at it now, I would notice that a superpower will come in, like my That's So Raven. I had that for just a little bit, where something was showing, people would talk to me about something and a picture in my brain would show me something else. Now I can still do that with words. That's why I believe that this has something to do with being connected to the word. And that the word, God says something about all this other stuff will fall, but the word, his word will not be void, or his word will not be silenced or whatnot. It will keep going on. So I've always still been able to do that with words, but I used to be able to see pictures in my brain, right? But I feel like these people have been connected to my mind's eye for a long time. And when the neighborhood, the people in the community saw that with the Metro House, okay, when they saw that, they said, hell no, she can't have that. And somebody did spell work to remove that. Or these people were that, or we are government properties, and somebody used some type of clearance, or they snuck and removed this. Now, somebody could have been giving me these gifts over time. They think that what I'm saying in my readings, when I'm dead on about something, which is probably not even all the time, they think is because I still have those gifts. They're not understanding that I gotta work harder than everybody else, because the people that you left me in the company of have taken all of those things. As soon as I get something, they take it away. I start a business, somebody do something to block it. I told you, I one time my whole setup came up missing. I started a onesie business about 3 years ago on Etsy. No, probably about 7 years ago, 6 years ago. It was right at the peak of all this spiritual work. I promise you, I spent my person gave because usually around income tax he'll give me like five, like a little bit of money. Okay. And it's like, what you gonna do with that money? So I had already planned. I'm like, well, this onesie thing is going kind of good or whatever. Let me go ahead and incorporate some gray onesies. I'm gonna get some butter. There was some cute like yellow butter onesies, and I had only been getting white before. And then I got like I think a couple of black ones because I was using my Cricut machine to, cut out some designs too and put them on there. But when I was doing my girl, it's not heat transfer, but you know what I'm doing when I'm talking about when I was doing my sublimation t-shirts, you got to have a certain type of onesie to adhere that image on there. But I bought black ones because I had a couple of images, that I cut the words out with the Cricut machine and put them on there. But with this time, I'm like, I spent like $500-600, and I got a big ass box that I could probably crawl in and sit in and cover it up and close myself in there. And the box was stacked with all onesies. And so I was doing some onesies where, and I wasn't selling that many, but I'm like, damn, I just bought all these onesies. Like, what happened to them? And I was looking all over the house for the onesies. I was looking all over the house for my heat press machine. It was just gone. It was gone. And so I had to order that two onesies. That's about like That's almost $100 order. So strange stuff start happening where I know I got about 50 of each damn size. What, I ain't even sold 50 onesies yet. So how the hell is why am I out of this size? And I was looking all over the house for them. I could not find them onesies nowhere. Probably about 6 months, maybe a year later, they showed back up in a big old clear bag, and then the heat press machine showed up again. This, excuse me. So I don't know how normal the fuck this is. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is like me putting, like when I was doing vintage jewelry on Etsy, I'm putting my necklace on there. These are like some pieces that cost a lot. Then all of a sudden my second necklace, I'm still pissed off about that necklace. Okay. I went to an estate sale, and this lady, she had been traveling back and forth to Africa for like years. And so she had a whole bunch of African jewelry, all kind of statues and stuff. And I still can't find that segment. I done been through this whole house. I still ain't found it. Somebody came in here and took it. They just, I don't know. I might have showed it to y'all online. Okay. But I might not have. But this is the strange shit that happens to me. So when the orders got backed up, then I think something crazy happened on my Etsy shop. And then I had, I think that shop got ruined or something. Like I couldn't use it no more or something like this. And then all of a sudden, months to a year later, the fucking onesies show up in a garbage bag. And somebody just threw them all in a garbage bag and must have brought it back. It's like, what the So this is my reality. This is not some, oh, you just start stuff and don't finish it. Or no, I had to look back and really look at something. And I said, no, 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 no. It's almost like there's me in my household, and there's somebody else that's in my likeness or a clone. She got a household too, and she be coming fucking with shit. Or this male do, because he wanted it to look like he made the better choice by choosing this particular clone or this particular person or something like this. Okay, so I don't make up no shit on this channel. Okay. So who wants to be doing something like that? And I don't like to play around. Now I'm somebody that'll get your package out last minute, but bitch, I'm gonna get your package out. It's gonna be in good shape. It's gonna be the quality that I told you and everything like this. So who wants to have some business or something like this? Okay. And these are the things that you have to worry about, because you can't just run to the store and get a onesie with 60% poly and 60% cotton and 40%, poly. You can't, they don't sell them. You have to order them online. So who wants to be starting a business and promising people, oh, I'm going to send this or whatever, and then you can't find the shit. And then now you're getting strikes on your channel and you're getting bad comments. Nobody wants to do that. So that's what I said. I just feel like whatever I do or start, it can't be here, or there is some kind of protocol or something is broken. A contract or something is broken that was in place, and somebody wanted to remove that. They're removing like little strips of somebody's privilege or something, right? for no reason or out of jealousy or because they feel like they can because a certain something has gone past or something like this. So someone like, oh, we're not studying that person no more. Let's go back and start stripping this person or start playing with this person or manipulating shit now. And so somebody's removing something where these are like codes or something where they're not supposed to be touching this, but they're doing it just to be petty. It's just what it is. Okay. So I cannot start anything here in this household. I cannot start cooking again. I cannot start being a regular mom again. I cannot. I'm just telling you what. There's some shit that's going on in somebody's situation, probably like mine. I'm telling y'all now that you don't have no control over. I don't like being like that. I don't like being unorganized when it come to business. I'll just shut the whole shit down, and I don't even want to do it no more. You see? So, um, this could be something like this, okay? Um, I don't know, but let's just see what it's saying here. Whew, okay. So we got beneficiary, one who benefits from the acts of another. Okay. Somebody could be doing this. A beneficiary of a credit is a person who is entitled under its terms to draw or demand payments. Okay. A person who may derive benefits from performance on contract. Okay. So, yeah, this could be something, like I said, there's something about some type of contract here. Though he, maybe or she, is neither the promisee nor the one whom performance is to be rendered. Okay, insurance, the person entitled to take proceeds in the death of the insured, taxation, okay, and then a trust. See, okay, one who assessed as the real, okay, the taxation, one who is assessed as the real owner. Also see income beneficiary, okay, and then it says trust, as it relates to a trust beneficiaries, including a person who has any present or future interest, vested or contingent, and also includes the owner of an interest by assignment or other transfer, and it relates to the charitable trust, including one person's entitled or enforced as a trust. Okay, uniform probate code. The person named in the trust account is one from whom a party to account is named the trustee. Uniform probate code. Da 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 da. The person whose benefits property is held in a trust. Reinstatement and second trust. So I don't know. All right, because look, we got in Louisiana. Okay, the beneficiary heir, okay, is in law in Louisiana, one who's accepted the succession under the benefit of the inventory regularly made. Also, one who may accept succession with benefits of inventory. Now, this is making me think too about, excuse me, something like a traveling, I don't know, like a traveling circus, like a traveling group of people. And this is not it's not biblical, but they play with people's shit that come to biblical, you know. And it's kind of like something is disorderly. They circle around someone, choose that person, do something like this. You know, again, same to where I said being a fountain. Maybe people back in the day started like a group or something. You would not be a part of this group if they did this to you. If, you know, that's why I said somebody could be hiding a death, and this is the way that they roll. That was one of my onesies, the cutest one, the one that I sold the most of. This is how we roll, and there was some little sushi rolls on there. Anyways, but okay, but this could be the same thing with our intellectual property. How somebody could be waiting for you to come up with good ideas and then just scraping them right out of your brain because they have finances to do it and you don't. So there's more to whatever this is than somebody just holding back your payments or something like this. You know, no, this has something to do with more of something else. And then sitting there acting like they can judge you and say, look, since we took this money or we didn't give this person this money, they ain't been doing nothing. They just sitting there not doing nothing, like the money gonna come to them. Yeah, bitch, that's what it's supposed to do. These people is unrealistically not realizing that they're doing something illegal, but you have to be getting some kind of help doing it. You would have to be. Now there could be some people that's on your side or the back end, and they're like, wait, that's the hit right there. Okay, boom. And then they're looking at something because these people want you to have this. But something is like lost in translation or lost in transit, or I don't know, because who would not want their wife to know that they're dying or something? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever this is. Like, I don't know. We got the son. This could also be somebody like where a child would be over your head. But we got the son, or somebody could have found out somebody wasn't their son. They thought they was gonna get some money from this, and they just killed the person and left it like I am the son, or some shit like this. I don't know. But we got the star, somebody that's shedding light on the situation here. Okay. We don't know who people meet. You don't know who co-workers work with, who work in companies that got access to your information, schools, children. You just don't know. You just don't ever know. You just don't never know. Yeah, there could be some transferring of some type of, money, or I don't know, something like this. Okay. Again, we got something about somebody being dead. Like, that's just crazy. I mean, because I don't know, maybe somebody was saying something like, hmm, your children, like your children, or the children that, if I grew up over here in Wisconsin with my children for the past 18 years, this don't mean that a bitch with my name or somebody that looked just like me couldn't have been living in Illinois. Do you understand? How they did whatever they did with the children, I don't know. I don't. But imagine something happened to my children in Kenosha, in Wisconsin. I went out of town. Something happened to my children. They cleaned up the whole house, took away some couple things or whatever that would have their DNA on it, and boom, they brought the children that was being raised by the people in Illinois into the house. They would be looking the same. They would be something like this. You get what I'm saying? And then this is who end up living with me, and or somebody said, no, I want those kids. Give her these. Because I was thinking about like parents that you might think that is natural growing pains with a teenager or something, might start stealing stuff from the house, or messing with their other siblings, stealing stuff from their other siblings, or cussing, or jumping out their window and running out at night. You thought your child was going through a problem, but this child was raised amongst the wolves. And they thought they said, "Oh, okay, I'm tired of you. I want to go live with the fake mom," because it's almost like the wolves or the dark people are the ones that are holding the power because they're spying on us. It's almost like the movie Us. Okay? And something could have happened to my child midway, let's say freshman year or something like this. And these people could have freaked out. They didn't have a clone ready or something. And then what did they do? Sent their child over as a spy, or to see if we realize something, to see if something, because technology is growing every day, every year, every hour, every something. So this is just all that I'm trying to see and say. And who knows? These people end up in a spotlight with a whole different reality. Hmm. Because look, these are cherubim, two cherubim, angels, or something like this. Fiery cherubim. They're in reverse. And while I'm just trying to be nice to my children's friends and stuff like this, and not come off as the scary black mom, you know what I'm saying? You know, how about These people were trying to act like they're not werewolves, or act like they're not vampires, or act like they're not celestial beings or other things. Something could also be what I'm picking up on when I'm touching the cards like this. I'm trying to channel a little bit. Um, Something can be that somebody could have manipulated. Yeah, there's the magician, the medicinal. There's a magician here. Somebody could have manipulated something. If you have a person that was close to you in any way, shape, or form, you were supposed to go and be a star at some point in time. Somebody could have changed it in the books and sent you to be a model, or sent you to be in a sex slave shop in Cambodia. You get it? Somebody stole somebody's star, or somebody just gave somebody's star to somebody else. I don't know why I'm getting the girl from Moesha, the chubby girl. Okay. Countess Vaughn or something. I don't know why I'm getting something like this. Maybe you know how Drew Barrymore and the other girl had that little clash or whatever early on because they was going through back and forth who was going to play the girl for ET. The way that they tell the stories is one way, but there's another sector possibly where you've been in these particular type of beefs about who was about to step up and be the next star, but it never came to you. Somebody gave something to somebody here. Somebody gave away somebody's star. An ancient writ which addressed by the king, chancellor. Okay, stole the benefits first in the royal gift. So yeah, remember we just seen that gift a second ago. Above or under the specific values, stars, upon a person named therein. Um, the power, four swords, man down in reverse. So a power which has the object done to the power, executed solely from his benefit, distinguished from the trust power, the beneficial power, object, a person, then other than the done or dunny, and is to be executed solely for the benefit of such a person, the sole proprietorship, like a sole authority. You could even look at it as SOL. Hmm. So somebody could be embarrassed. You know how you be like, I was watching a movie the other day, and a little girl was mad, like her little sister was annoying her or something like this, and the mom was like, make sure, here's the note right here, make sure she take this note to school so she can give it to her teacher and tell the teacher that I'm not going to be able to, she going to be able to be there to pick her up, she's going to have to get a ride from the gym teacher to the class, the ballerina class. It was some shit like this, okay? And the girl was mad, the little girl was mad about something else, the teenage daughter, the middle school daughter, she was mad at something else, so she decided not to give the, she stopped the sister and talked to her, the little baby sister, like 7, 8, 9 years old or whatever. But she didn't give the note to the, because she was pissed off about something that she had done. And so when the sister came towards her, she stopped her and talked to her for a minute, told her a couple other things, but she didn't tell her that one key factor. And then she slipped the note off the table and crumpled it up or whatever and put it on the floor or something. And she was like, ha ha. And then what happened was the little girl ended up not getting picked up or something like this. And then the little girl ended up getting kidnapped. And then it was all this whole thing. Everybody's crying about the little girl and everything. And the whole time the girl feeling extra horrible because she knows she didn't leave the letter. All right. So she puts on her big girl panties and her backpack and she decided to go take the bus or something into the city and go look for the little girl. And I think she actually found the little girl. Okay. She actually found the little girl, but then she wake up and realized it was just a dream. When she woke up, the little sister was still missing. Okay. It was just like I watch recaps now. I can't sit there through the whole movie no more. Okay, but it was something like this. Okay, one of those awkward teenage girl movies where we go through the emotions of the teenage girl having a crush on her brother's friends and shit like this, being quiet, being maybe ugly, being bullied and beat up and not having the best clothes and stuff, and not having a place to sit in the lunchroom and being awkward. It was one of those kind of movies or whatever. Okay, so she was going through enough of her own shit, but it's something like that. Somebody could be feeling the weight of something. They didn't know how harsh it was just to be mean and say, hey, I got a power over my mom. She said that she's the Christ, or she be talking about that stuff in that Bible. You think you better than everybody else, but somebody didn't realize what they was doing by trying to make you be left out of something. I don't know. I just feel like this is the thing here. And again, we're in this lifestyle, but it's like whatever this other life is, you're not even connected to this. And somebody could be extra humiliated because it's like, dude, this person ain't been plugged into this system so that they can be on the same accord. So when we come back to earth and shit, no wonder why the bitch ain't showed up. She ain't been in here in 20 years. This, you had that clone or that empty person or something like this hooked up to this system. You have this person haven't been clean. If they've been communicating with somebody, it's because these are original receptors that God or something else, a higher power, put in. This person have not been on this thing. Okay. This is like finding out your person was in a secret space program. You couldn't know about it, but your best friend, everybody that you know was there. Like when they say you die and go to heaven, you're gonna see all your friends and family. Everybody else is there. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then say you're a seer, like a head seer yourself. Okay. And then to find out this person is like standing behind the enemy lines or standing in, or they did die or something. And then now this person got, all the women that this person went on a fucking spree with or something right before they died. And these is the bitches trying to come tell you something about your man that you've been with for 30 and be like, I know that man inside and out and shit like this. Or like I said, these people could have been friends and connected to this person before you met this person. You meeting this person changed everything. And these people wanted to go back to when this person didn't know you. Literally. Okay. Whew. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. Because there could also be, if a masculine energy was taken by Moses, say my boyfriend at 16, they cloned him and they took one of him down to Mexico or something like this and that person was there. This person could have been having children with somebody in Mexico, or they could have been using this person's semen in a lab in Mexico and creating his children. And so let's just say that when my daughter met that little boy that I just told y'all about, let's say when she was walking over his house, or we was dropping them off and she was going over his house and everything like this, let's just say that was a plant that was sent in by the father that is now in Mexico. They got a whole nother clan of people in Mexico. You get what I'm saying? And so the child could have even got taken back then to Mexico. This is some weird ass shit. Okay. Like I never thought I would be, well, I'm not a part of it, but I never thought that I didn't live a life where strange things like this happened to me. Like, I know y'all probably come on here and be like, you be talking about it like it's just yesterday's news. I just talk about it because that's how I come. I'm not shocked by anything anymore. But, and that's why I said, well, all this shit could just be ended already. These people act like they have that much power. All somebody would have to do, girl, all somebody got to do for me to forget about everything that got something to do with my husband is drop some pictures on my front door, or a little VHS tape or some shit, a little recording or something, a CD with some shit on it, and let me look at it, and then I'll see if it's fake, if it's real, or something like this. And it's that shit is done today. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody, they like the fact of having this to keep you pulling. That's why I don't give it that much of my energy. It's like almost like it don't even matter. It don't even matter. And like I said, anybody that's fake, that's not me, that's claiming something, nigga, you fake. You always gonna be fake. The shit you doing is fake. Yeah, you might have got away with some type of money or something like this, but that's why I said these are the people that should be caught for what it should be able to be traced. Again, if somebody did get taken, cartel or something like this, the way that these people are now, I might not even be able to relate to them anymore. Say this is 15 years ago. I went out of town for a week and a half or something to go kick it or something like this, or go out of town. The sister could have been paid to get me to leave out of town with her. I went out of town. While I was gone, they did this whole thing. And when I came back, that was not my family no more. This is the shit here that somebody could have been doing. But again, little do we know, if my masculine, this could be why I have a connection or something like this to some sort of extent with stars. All right. Because I'm like, was supposed to be the real star. Maybe not a celebrity, maybe not on that level, but maybe these people fix something. Maybe something is good about them giving away the star. So it was to smite me, or so I don't get that much love. Because when we think about movies and music that made us happy, we giving energy to these people. If you was a star, even for a short term or a 5-minute one hit wonder or something, you would have still gravitated. I mean, something would have still gravitated. Somebody didn't want you to have that to cleave on to, if people really would think, but then again, if they didn't, or if I didn't serve as a star, and I actually do have royal, am part of a royal bloodline, then then that is where, if these people are trying to come and intervene into my world, that's where I can say, no, yeah, y'all see where y'all at in that crest, strapped up with that belt by John the Baptist. That's not me. I'm up there at the top. Something is always going to relate to the top of somebody's coat of arms or crest when it comes to me, is what the ancestors told me when they came in strong a couple years ago. So even the coat of arms that I have is arrows pointing up. There's 2 arrows pointing up. Now, like I said, this would be an infidelity. This would be possibly harlotry. This would be, you get what I'm saying? Because this, the expanding or exposing of your, do you get what I'm saying? To trust somebody else with that, a third party or something like this. Okay. And now let's say this man did all this because I'm the official person and the man of this family household. When you look at it, like, who works and who pays the taxes, everything. Okay, the person that got a penis, okay, in the family dynamic. But who is the man, in a sense? Now, somebody could keep going back and forth with these terms, because we heard that earlier, that a man, there's no harlotry or something like this. So somebody's playing this both sides of the, they're trying to play with the words or something. They're using word play, but they can't do it like the word energy. And I'm not word playing. I'm just using these definitions when I read them to expand on how to think that somebody might be thinking, or how this could be looked at, or something like this. Or how could somebody be manipulating these words to make this work in that way or that way? These people trying to use it to make a whole new lifestyle or something. It's not even really supposed to be for that. So, just like, again, this is the law dictionary, okay? Some of these, you look at the dictionary, you're going to get a different meaning. You look at etymology, you're going to get a different meaning. So we can go back and forth with these meanings and talk about this shit back and forth and all inside and out and everything like this. The point is, if you just want to weigh it down a little bit. Okay. Again, gossip is about what's going on, like with the business, Miss Bonita. Okay, gossip is like what's going on right now. I don't know what these people is doing. I don't care what these people is doing right now, unless they doing it with something that got something to do with me or mine. And I don't know what these people is doing right now. That's gossip. Somebody could also be trying to get you to talk about the past so you can go back to the past and they can continue to go to the future. That could be what somebody's big plan was, but it could be backfiring. So this is like your person cheating with the stars, but the stars are also cheating on the star, like the Star of Bethlehem, the star that will be representing the birth of Jesus. This could also be how for centuries something been getting mixed up as to who this energy is or what it is. Primo. Primo. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, something could be backfiring. Somebody could be looking like a fool, trying to play around. For all I know, at the time when this happened, for somebody, for all we know, is that, okay, now something is being put together. Somebody could have been playing around because some of our clones lost their lives because they had a baby in them. And these women wanted to act like they was, this is like a crazy bitch that'd be like, oh, we just had an affair. I'm pregnant by you. Oh my God, you pregnant? What you mean? Crazy, acting crazy around this person. You know, I think that for some reason the George Floyd case has something to do with some type of, I don't know. This has something to do with some type of scandal. Somebody was sleeping. I just think something else happened. This is what I was picking up on. So it is a coup, but it was to cover up something else really that could have happened. But really, your wife was pregnant or something, and this bitch then kidnapped your wife, made your wife have a baby, and then come back and be like, "See, this is your son," and that version of your wife that could be connected to one of these star, okay, because it says those that are like unto the stars go on forever, but the stars could be getting it confused, thinking that they go on forever, or this could be spell work that somebody been doing for the past couple decades to make sure that stars keep going on. But it's like it says the one that's likened unto the stars. So somebody could take one of your clones, get it pregnant, hide it somewhere, come back to your spouse and say that they pregnant, take this baby out, go live off with this person somewhere. This person was never pregnant. They stole this, they killed your wife and took the baby right out of her stomach, ripped the baby out of her stomach. And then something could have happened to these people after somebody found out what the fuck they did. Because somebody came sniffing around looking for the vampire version of you or the werewolf version of you or the royal version of you or something and couldn't find it and found out what this person did. It's something like this, y'all. So somebody about to be looking stupid. This could be this 9419 energy, this beauty energy. Somebody's plans ain't gonna work out too well. Okay. Because again, these are rogue watchers. Now there's warnings about the watchers in the Bible. I think that whatever these watchers did, these motherfuckers took something too. These people that took something too far. Okay, this could also be, we got PIMP, so these could be people that you didn't even know that you was married to. These people was just married to you and tapping into your money tree and was feeling real good about it. Buying gold chains and shit like this, buying studio time, shit like this. So somebody could be doing all this to make sure you don't get no money when half of this empire, it's like Cookie saying, nigga, half of this empire is mine. Now, in her case, it was supposed to be her funky $40,000, whatever it was, that started the company. And she did 17 years. For you or me, you just was unplugged. They just made you you was a part of a conglomerate of people too. But somebody took out your neural chip that many years ago. So you're not resonating with these people for 25 years or something. You didn't have to physically go to jail, but you could have been in a restrictive life, meaning that no matter what you did, you could not get something, a foundation, a secure foundation. Because these people made it in their mind 30 years later, we're going to meet back up here and we're going to see who got something going on for themselves. All these people could have got a large lump sum of money to start with. You didn't. But you was able to make certain things happen. And these people, what they did with their money, come back around and try to make sure when you started something, they ruin it. You get what I'm saying? Okay. But when Cookie got out of particular jail, okay, Lucius at least gave her a job or something like this. Okay, but whoever this is, they don't want you to have a job. They don't want you to have your own job. They don't want you to have your own fucking money. They don't want whoever this. They got a problem. But this could be also somebody that's humiliated. You thought this person was somebody, and you seeing that this person ain't nobody. But like the rest of these damn people that hated on you about something that you couldn't control or I couldn't control, that I didn't even know that I was. So nobody can sit there and say, oh, you was acting like you was all that, so we had to show you where. I didn't even know. Damn, that must be somebody else, because I never even knew none of this. I had to figure it out all on my own. Now, the people that's in the middle, this could be a masculine energy that was separated from you. They thinking that something totally happened, different happened than what fucking happened. And this person been giving you hell because they think that this happened and that didn't even happen. You know, like, I don't know. It's something weird like that. It's a because these people wanted something to be some kind of way. And so this person could have been coming at you all this time for no fucking reason. Somebody could be even having to pay this person. Okay. So now this might be somebody that needs you to stand back up at the official person, but you don't even know what it's like to be the official person. It ain't like you can't do it. It's just you don't know what the fuck that is for these people and why. Why wouldn't I just crumble the whole fucking thing and then do what the ancestors wanted to be done? Because it sure the fuck wasn't this. Somebody, this is a double fucking life, all right. But why do I feel like this is like a trauma bond? Somebody was taken hostage. This could even be around the time of this could even be around the time of like 9/11 and these wars and shit like this. Something could have been done here. So somebody only want to have one person, okay? But it ain't gonna be this person, okay? Now these people could have been locked up in dungeons and shit together, trauma bonded with each other. Somebody could be, well, you know, we got that one thing that happened to us together or something like this, and somebody can't grow past something. What I said, when my person sold that car, when they went for that hour drive or whatever, and then he came back, that might not have been him that came back. He could have got taken and thrown in a dungeon in the underground in the city somewhere, and somebody was watching me from that way outside or watching my children, and they said, I want to get in that house. I look just like him, don't I? Let me cut my hair like this. Let me do like this. I want to get in that house. Now, if these people are already stoic, not stoic, but quiet people, or they don't talk that much, but somebody could be getting grumpy. Maybe they drinking a little bit more. Maybe this is somebody that only drink on the weekends. They don't drink on the weekdays, and now they drink on the weekdays. You get what I'm saying? Okay. This kind of shit could be a situation where, because I was still going out having fun, but I was keeping my children at home. Somebody didn't like the fact that that's a smart thing to do. Okay, you don't take your kids everywhere. We got to find a way to get the people in your house. Okay. I could have been leaving, or you could have been leaving your house, and you don't know what the fuck could have been happening at your house when you was going out having fun all those times. But nobody never said nothing either. So your children could have been around this shit and been told to shut their fucking mouth, and they could have ended up growing up being, or one or two of them, or the outside children could have been helping. And then this is like they as corrupt as this person. Oh, and you just don't really know the motherfucker that you was married with. And it just so happens that you might be just lucky that you ain't fucking dead, but I don't know, girl. This is like somebody that's a zombie, but they come, but the zombiness starts to starts to recourse. They touch you, and now the zombiness is fading off of them, and they like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know. Two of Swords, you could see something here. Okay. Somebody could be 43, 14, 34, 41. So whatever this person is crafting up is not going to work. For him to live honestly according to his condition. I mean, 10 years, that's 8, 10, something, 13 years. Because somebody could be dealing with Stockholm syndrome. They're in love with the people that kidnapped them. Or working with, or something like this. Shit, somebody, you know how sometimes people stage kidnappings, stage that they was kidnapped or something like this, and they just ran away with some people that gave them a proposition. But in this case, this could be like somebody went and gathered all my royal estates and things like this. And so, nigga, you not, a bitch can't get a dollar. Yeah, it's not out of you. I want all the dollars. I want every fucking thing that belong to me. It ain't your dollars, motherfucker. I want the ones that belong to me. And I'm thinking, again, somebody might have a mental condition and they can't even do this for themselves. And then this group of people actually is running something when two people formed a bond or a so-called marriage or something like this. And nigga, that's like a street gang coming rolling up on somebody's wife and saying, we taking that, we about to be the beneficiaries. You don't care about this person since we kidnapped them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you mean? we gonna be the we gonna be the beneficiaries. Shit, this could even be your clone. Yeah. 2. 1, 2. So you got old world green people. Like, these are the old ordinance of these greens. You could see what they doing. Okay. All right. Well, let's just chill. Hold on. And then you got the purple people. Violet, whatever you want to call this color. Well. West and Lee. Milwaukee. Hold on. Suspension bridge in reverse. This made me think about the book. Because somebody is, hit ma. Somebody's mama. Somebody want to take over. Because I got this purple on my channel right now. You know how the tarot readers, they be having us with brown, green, whatever, the color coordination. This is mine been like this for a minute, probably like 2 years. It changed from some other color to this. These could be categorized energies here. Somebody mama could be the hitman, and this dark green people could be the hitman for these particular people, these hearts that's in reverse. Why I feel like I don't even know. Whoever this person is a puppet master. Master of disguise. World-class poet. Before you turn off the lights. Okay, listen. Alright. And then we got the blue houses in reverse right there, but the blue house didn't take no bribe for this manipulation or something. Maybe it wasn't enough money. It's just $6,000. But somebody could have broke somebody down a lot, and then they took this bribe for $1,000. It's like you should have took it when you were sick. So this you dealing with some bad to the bone. Somebody's dealing with some bad to the bone type of people. You know, people that'll take your clones and go put them up on drugs somewhere in a rural area or something. Somebody could be down bad, like on drugs or something like this. Okay. And before they wouldn't do it, this craftiness against this person for this person. But I don't know, like somebody might even be willing to take this motherfucker out for free because somebody about to get to see who this person really the fuck is to the core. And it's talking about like whoever these gangsters is or something like that. Once your ass dead or something like that, unless these people ain't dead and then still, come on, man. Something ain't right. This could also be this energy. Okay, somebody could be from the Bahamas, Bahamas, water utility. Somebody could live near one of these. Somebody did something to somebody. Whew. A lot of this stuff, somebody wants us to put ourselves in a place at a time or in a dimension we don't belong, or you know, say you love me, say you remember something. No, somebody wants you to say, like, it's like something fake is going on here. House of Cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, and gambling. And still the House of Cards. Somebody, something is, I wonder if this House of Cards is, falling. This is like somebody come in your life and bring in a whirlwind. You know, you up on your last leg, you whatever, like this or whatever. You know, you working hard, taking care of your family. You barely got enough money all the time. You won't get new shit. You're looking at expensive things on your phone, and somebody come in like, "Oh, that's what you're looking at? Yeah, let me give you this opportunity." Profit, benefit, advantage, or results of somebody else's stuff. This is this 9419. House of Cards, this Phoenix energy. Something about energy here. Okay. 2 black world card energies, little worlds. This person was on something. I'm just trying to see, is that purple or blue? I can't really. It looked purple. Something about some energy utility company. Again, it's back here again. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change mind. Somebody could have been, there's like an order or something for protection or something. That's like somebody like, oh, I bring this energy for it. And then there's a protection order that, and now this person can't bring it. They're like, no, I don't got that same stuff in there like last time or whatever. And then somebody's like, oh shit. And then now they got to come to you proper and say, hey, do you want to join this or something like this? Because I keep getting something about, oh, we want you to join us in a seminar. So this don't have to be having nothing to do with. Matter of fact, I think there is a new company. I don't think it has anything to do with this. Pretty sure it doesn't have anything to do with this new company, but I just feel like this is something like up from the ashes. Like you have to go through a death and rebirth. Somebody had to go through that, maybe. Somebody's like, yeah, I got that. I could get that like this. And then it's like, but these are people that don't play around with their time and money. And then come to find out that they couldn't connect this, or they couldn't do that, or they couldn't deliver in some type of way. Talking. Interesting, communicating more, awaiting messages, arrives, text, call, email. Yeah, that's why I said something. Somebody could be even blowing somebody's phone up like a crazy person. Yeah, after a heartbreak. And then what happened? House of Cards. So they could have built this. Somebody could have built this. Ay, ay, ay. Imagine if these people were looking at people in your family like, oh, you got somebody that can sing, you got a daughter that can play the guitar, you got a daughter that can read, that can write music, oh, you got a daughter that could do this, oh, your man is that good with numbers, oh, the coochie that good. Like, this is how somebody was shopping for people or something like this. This nigga just be, she be like, hey, can you do this? And he be like, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh shit. Let's see what we can do with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'd have been left that bitch. Okay? Let me tell you, there's other hoes out here. This is somebody that taking into their thing to look at you and be like, oh, this bitch be complaining all the time. She go out with her friends. She don't keep the house perfect or something like this. I don't see how this nigga put up with this female. Let's introduce this person to somebody. It's like somebody been playing Sims with somebody's life. And the whole thing could been to traffic. Like somebody saw these people as valuable assets to something, companies or something. And they don't know that the person that they did this to is the owner of like the whole fucking thing or something. But I'm telling you, somebody was trafficking somebody for, you know. Ooh, the devil just wanted to jump out my head. You see how he did that? Something is empty. Somebody wants you to sign right here. Sign right here. Suspicion. Somebody could be out in the woods. Somebody could be thinking that you're a witch or whatever, but you know, Jesus was pissing people off with what they were saying. Okay, listen. I was also getting somebody's doing like a party or something. Somebody could be doing a party, a gathering, a get together, or something like this. Okay. Somebody could be doing something like this. They about to offer up somebody for a sacrifice. Remember, I can't get that out of my head when we was reading the Bible the other day and it said they can have the shoulder, they can have this. People could actually be chopping people up like this. But really, this could be talking about your assets or, you know, things that somebody owns or something like this. This could be talking about something like this too. Okay, this could also be okay into the woods. This could also be where one of those parents is like, oh, my other daughter, my daughter is feeling better now, or something like this. Like in that movie, where about those clones or whatever, when that little boy had to go into the woods and go chase after the people that was like him, because their son was sick, and the son was actually the bad kid, and the son came back and he started picking on the son came back and started picking on the little boy. I don't know if it was the Joel. I keep on saying Joel Osteen, but the boy that I see dead people. I can't remember if it was the same boy or not. Okay, but the movie started out with a big, like they was at a function talking about, you know, these clones or whatever. Okay. And then they got to bring one home, and the mom was like, why did you do this or whatever? Oh my goodness, or whatever. And their son was in the hospital sick. And this boy was supposed to fill the void or whatever. Okay. And then she was like, I just want to make you happy. Mom, I love you, mom. I just want to make you happy. Why you don't just love me? Just love me. And then one day she took him out to the woods and was like, now go, just get out, just get away, just go run and find people like you and just don't come back. So again, we got suspicions here. Okay. But this could be the other way around. You could be a regular person and somebody telling you to get the fuck out. These robots about to fuck you up. It could be something like this. Okay. But somebody could be keeping the body somewhere while so it cannot be utilized, or your DNA can't be regenerated, and I don't know, something like that. Something like that. Somebody could have these bodies or something in their. Somebody is bold. It's like somebody could even be. They could be under some kind of scrutiny. They could be under some type of something. This is somebody that'd be like selling weed out their house and be calling the police every week for something like a parking violation because their neighbor is parking in front of their house. Okay. And this person is crazy enough to be having the dead bodies in the house and shit like this. Like a serial fucking killer. Somebody could be a little bit nervous. Yeah, suspension bridge in reverse. Other side is in reverse. There's no need to try to get to the other side. Something is happening on the other side. This could be somebody like, dude, y'all played me all this time and told me y'all brought Carol Ann out of the darkness. You told me that you brought this mother. Listen, I'm thinking I'm with this bitch this whole time, and this ain't even a person. Something is ruined. Ah. And these people think the way that you're gonna get this back on track is by spinning a wheel, like when you go shopping on Shein and it's gonna stop on some kind of number, and you're gonna say, "Ooh, I wonder if I wonder if the spirit is back in my wife or my husband's body right now. Maybe I should go have sex with them." With all this shit going on, it's just probably never gonna happen. And now look, you got the outside, you got the bridge to the other side is done for, and then you got the other side done for. This is almost like somebody like, girl, somebody's like messing with some kind of community, and they know if you don't get to that portal or you don't get to that, something is over. But I'm telling you, whatever this is, there's no urgency here, because whatever this, all this shit is about to start backfiring on these people. Yeah. Yeah, genius in reverse. This could be somebody that thought they were so fucking smart about something, and then we got the book in the upright. So we got Gen or Genesis or a Gin, like a gin, like Dginn. Okay, a gin. help me is in reverse. You can't help this person. Grief, celebration, a celebration could be cut short. Okay, somebody is about to be. Something is, or this could be somebody worried that Coraline, whatever her name is about to get taken out. So this motherfucker about to ruin everything on the other side. Because this is a dark motherfucker. And he ain't letting go of Coraline all this time. It's mine. And whatever this energy, this could be this, the alchemy games energy. This person want to get inside of this person. They want this knowledge. They want to be knowledgeable. They want the knowledge that somebody has here. The House of Cards is supporting this person, and it may end up falling. This person is heartbroken. Somebody could have created something in another dimension with a bitch that's in your likeness or one of your dead bodies. And this motherfucking thing is crazy. It don't like the body. It want to be in the body that you in, that he miss or she miss or something. It's almost like it wants to have the same private part. Somebody is doing something to somebody's private parts. I don't know how to tell you what I'm picking up on. Shit. I'm just thinking whatever damages these people doing. I mean, I guess, I just feel like whatever they doing ain't like God can't fix it, but like, damn. Like, can we just end these motherfuckers' lives already? I'm about to watch that movie, Alien something or whatever. That one with that gold box on the front, on the cover. I don't know what it's called, but it was like a woman comes to terms that I need to probably watch that or something. I don't know. The movie been calling my name lately. Okay. So we got the book, and then we got a witch or a dark thing. Somebody could be something. There's something going on. Shit. Okay. Yeah, something want to get in your body because this person may want to get to your body. Like this person want to get to you. And so this thing is like, it could be nice looking. It could have a nicer shape than you, but it wants to get inside of your body or something. I don't know, y'all. I don't like this shit right here now. We ain't got time for this that much. No. Girl, look, the car's falling. I'm getting nervous. Hold on. Look. This might be something that's terrorizing your children and shit like this, but it can't. You don't see it. You don't see this thing. Okay? Okay. And then you got the King of Swords here in the upright. Something is like going on here. Because in that book, the spring is like, okay, Esther, you do it like this. Now I'm about to teach you how to get back over this bridge or whatever. And, just remember how to walk over here calmly, softly, go back under the bridge or whatever like this. But the bridge is messed up. Like the bridge to Terabithia. Somebody's name could be Tabitha. And like I said, something on the other side. Somebody's blocking someone from getting to the other side or something like this. They could be hurry up trying to, somebody could have gave away your golden ticket. Okay. Ooh. Exciting. Somebody trying to give away. Like, whatever this is, I be like, God, I don't want this to end the way. I don't want them people to win. And I don't want this to end the way that they think it's about to end or something. But something is like, just trust me. Okay, so I'm just like, and I don't like to do that much. Yeah, you might could trust somebody, okay, because somebody's like, oh, it's super safe here or something like this. It may not be. The Emperor in reverse, and then the Son of David in the upright. Something is, I'm going to just get up out of this video because this is just getting, I'm about to get up out of here. All right, I'll see y'all later. I don't even really feel comfortable.